Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, we've got fun all night.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The right hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Beautiful counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter counterpunch caught him clean. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. This is like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. How about Alvarez in that last round? Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every...
We're switching off.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Exchange punches. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. It's bombs away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Now, come on. You're way better than that.
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick.
Eagles hit. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get back out there.
Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Stamina is off the charts. Catch and shoot. Which fighter will say no mas? counter-punching. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with the jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting him. You're going to get it.
Relax. You were thinking.
There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill.
I gotta stop you here. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Those counter punches have to hurt. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Alvarez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Got out of the way of that right hook. That counter shot lands. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
jab won't score. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough.
Just be smart.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble.
Caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, reach.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
That's going to be a tougher fight.
There's the bell for round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Blocks that left hook. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. Hook misses. There's a counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. These punches coming from every angle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.